Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got one more beer from the Forbes Trail Brewing Company today. This is their Sarge's Coffee Porter. Sarge was apparently the owner brewer's first wife's mother, who loved coffee and was a bit of a bull-strong woman. So there you go. Oh, and that's the story of that one. The other one, his first wife died of cancer. So they definitely give money to those cancer funds of goodness. So that's good. I mean, fuck cancer, but the fundy goodness is good. So anyway, so there it is. Do check them out. Forbes Trail Brewing Company, outside of Bedford to the west and near Stoystown. And the King and Queen restaurant is at Stoystown. And the Bedford Tavern, which we had an amazing time and having a good time in the bar downstairs, playing pool, drinking great beer, eating great food, and just enjoying life. So check out the Bedford Tavern, Forbes Trail Brewing Company, and the King and Queen restaurant at Stoystown. That's a PABrewNews fact right there. So let's get into this coffee porter. I haven't had this one, but Ryan has. So let's check it out. I do believe she said it was very on the coffee side, which it should be, obviously, but not so much where it's not the beer side, if you know what I mean. The coffee should be an accent to the beer. It should not be the beer. So we shall see. We'll just see. Look at that. Look at that. It's brown. That's odd. Not black. Brown. Homebrew brown. Let's just say that. Okay. So it's homebrew brown. Actually, it doesn't look as brown on the in person. Looks more the blacks. So they're definitely brown on the camera, but nice khaki colored head. Let's get some aroma. Cheers. Very coffee, very roasty toasty with a bit of baker's chocolate and the milk chocolate mixed in with that. Actually smells pretty good. Cheers. 5.5 alcohol by volume. Cheers. Body earthiness, the minerality, copper coin kind of tonalities in the back of the palate. There was a lot of beautiful coffee tonality up front, and then came a literal waft of roasty toasty mixing with nice baker's and milk chocolate. That kind of died right after that, and that minerality set in. That's to some less than pleasant. So it's like, ooh, whoa. It was one of those kind of deals. Definitely a roller coaster of flavors. It's nice that it wasn't just one dead flavor the whole time, you know what I mean? Or just one monotoned thing. There's a lot. And the more you sip this, you're going to get more acclimated to that kind of earthy minerality in the back of the palate, you know, which happens. Very coffee forward, very nice coffee. Bit thin. It's only 5.5. Should be 15.5. You know what I mean? Thick, chewy, good. Imperial everything is the way to go. I mean, that's my point. The Greater Good Brewing Company knows that. But sometimes they even put stuff in the 8s and go, oh, come on, bump it up. 8, come on, bump it up. Come on. This is an easy drinking coffee porter. Nothing wrong with it at all. A lot of minerality in the back of palate, I will say that. A lot of minerality, a lot of copper cone tonalities, kind of it's coming back at you, going, ooh, whoa. So there is a lot of minerality in the back of the palate. Earthiness and minerality. That is one thing I can say negative about this beer. So you got to be okay with that to drink this beer. If that was dialed back, this would be an extremely approachable all-day crusher, for sure. So that's the only thing I can say is there is a very assertive, earthy copper coin minerality that is I'm still tasting it and breathing it and talking. It's right there. It's right there. So that is a detractant from the beer. But the other stuff about the beer is really nice. Yeah, playful bitterness through the thing with char. Nice nuttiness, nice coffee, nice little baker's chocolate, milk chocolate play. My biggest thing about this beer that I don't like is just that sitting, earthy copper coin minerality, and it's kind of abrasive to a certain degree. Almost that. I'm not saying it's like this, but it's close to that medicinal pill bitterness that you get from some poor IPAs. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And it's like, right, it's sitting right at the back of the palate, and it's sitting there. It's not dissipating. It's just sitting there. So that was a little bit less than good. But the rest of the drinking experience is really, really nice. It's a nice little beer. Yeah. So definitely kill a can of this. And that's that's one of the things about, I understand it's a mix of 6, you can mix them all, blah blah blah. But it was like $5 a can. And that's just way too expensive. It just is way too expensive. So, you mix of 6, like mix of 6 for $20. Now we're talking. Now mix of 6 of craft beer, $20. That's okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than fucking 30. You know what I mean? That's fucking kind of stupid. Because, like I said, like all these beers that I've had, they're okay. You know what I mean? So I would rather pay $14 for fucking Backwoods Bastards. I mean, looking at the price points, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Just realize what you are doing, realize where you're selling, realize what the price point is, and realize what the quality is compared to quality that other people can buy for other things. You're going to have to get under that thing and kind of meet them in the middle. And then that's where people go, well, fuck it, I'll just go over to Forbes Trail and buy this. It's just the same price, but I'd rather support a local brewing company. And then, it's almost the same price point, so I'll just buy theirs. But you go, well, they're hit and miss now and again, and they are 6 times more expensive than what I normally buy. I'll just not go up there. I mean, because honestly, that's how people would actually do it, because I'd rather put gas in my car and feed the kids than make sure I buy a fucking 6-pack from fucking Forbes Brewing Company. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the way it is. If I was a local guy there, like, that's the thing is, like, I don't run out to my local craft brewing companies in this area, because generally speaking, I can't usually afford them. And that's the Achilles heel. People are always going to pick necessities over things like that. You know what I mean? Especially when you have Sheets in the area selling tall boys of pretty good craft beer for $2. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those kind of deals. I would say that now that I've had a couple Forbes Brewing Company beers when I was there and here, they're doing some good stuff. They need to improve on some things. They're definitely worth the trip. They're definitely worth to support if you're there. I would say just kind of, even if you made $4 a can instead of $5, I think it would be a little bit more reasonable. And my nose is a little red because I was blowing my nose. I was outside trying to get into different parts of the plant and run around. It was fucking negative fucking 16 with a fucking wind chill or whatever. So, but I'm home now, into a nice cold house. So anyway, I'm just gonna relax, do my own thing. I got a little standing rib roast with mushrooms and green beans cooking on the stove there. I'm happy about that. And I'm going to enjoy a wonderful Christmas with my loved ones. And I hope you do the same. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. I'm going to throw this one in the solid 7.5 category. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch out there. Here it comes. Woo!